Mr Murphy, 1 minute.
Thank you, President. I think there is no greater but more disgusting illustration of the madness of the capitalist system we live under than the reaction of the establishments around the world to the melting of the Arctic ice. It could be ice free in summer within 30 to 40 years. The implications in terms of a rise in sea levels, but also the dramatic feedback effects in terms of the increase in the speed of global warming, should be truly shocking. In a worst case scenario, with the melting of the Greenland ice sheet, sea levels could rise up to 7 metres, which means not just Bangladesh, not just the Maldives, but London, Dublin, Los Angeles all being underwater. Yet what is clearly a potential nightmare for hundreds of millions of people around the world and our planet makes oil and gas companies salivate at the prospect of getting access to yet more fossil fuels. Others, including Catherine Ashton, are welcoming the opening up of the Northern Sea route. And so, with the environment facing greater crisis, world leaders respond with a new, unseemly race for the Arctic. Next Saturday, environmental organisations are calling for a global day of action to send a clear message: hands off the Arctic. A sustainable solution means breaking with the logic of capitalist greed and democratic planning to transition to a fossil fuel economy. Thank you. Fossil fuel free economy.
Mr Murphy, do you accept the blue card?
Thank you, colleague. First of all, would you accept that the population that lives there has a right to development as well? And second, would you also take note that it was not some ugly capitalist, but a communist Chinese icebreaker who was the first one to really break through the North Pole and open this route, and that shows that it's not about capitalism, but it's about, apparently, about the Chinese communists who want to conquer this in this way.
Thanks for the question. I of course agree. The rights of the people who live in the area are paramount, are to the fore. I don't think they are in favour of the destruction of the place that they live. I think we disagree on how to define countries as capitalist or communist. Just because you have a dictatorship that calls itself a communist party doesn't make it a post-capitalist society. What we see is different groups of imperialists. Chinese, yes. Russian, yes. US, yes. Canadian, yes. And now the EU trying to get in on the act, all engage in this new race for the Arctic, and the losers will be the people who live there, people around the world and our planet. Thanks.
Grazie.